If you take offence, I'm sorry, just regard it as friendly fire.
Always Coca-Cola.
For the past 3 years, I've investigated a global force in the marketplace that's faced persistent but strenuously denied allegations concerning safety of workers, protests over pollution and depletion of water supplies, child labour, and controversial neuromarketing. That company is Coca-Cola. So where better to start the Coca-Cola Challenge than here in Atlanta, USA, at the official repository of Coca-Cola history. This is the world of Coca-Cola, and I'm on a guided tour.
Thank you for calling the world of Coca-Cola. We're excited to hear from you.
This is Dr. Pemberton. This is the man who started Coca-Cola in 1886.
Actually, there was cocaine in Coca-Cola. The coca refers to the coca leaf. Customers referred to the drink as dope. And Pemberton, the inventor, was a morphine addict, a junkie. But if you're peddling a history of friendship and joy, it doesn't help if your founding father could have appeared in Trainspotting. The cocaine was removed at the turn of the last century. One of Coca-Cola's trips to the dark side begins with supporting the 1936 Berlin Olympics, the Nazi Olympics. While Britain was at war with Germany, Coca-Cola was still doing business behind enemy lines. Advertising itself alongside the Nazi regime. As America entered the Second World War, the German bottler could no longer get hold of the sugar syrup to make Coca-Cola, so it invented a new drink for the Nazi market. That drink was Fanta. This is a copy of an advert from the Hitler Youth booklets that were handed out to the Hitler Youth. This is the Hitler Youth service booklet, and on the back, as you can see, was a Coca-Cola advert. Hitler Youth, Coca-Cola. I doubt very much whether that's the message that will be portrayed within the world of Coca-Cola. So I'm trying to put in the fact that Coca-Cola Germany did advertise with the Nazis and the Nazi press and the Nazi army. I'm going to try and put that into the museum.
You have Pepsi presidents, you have Coke presidents. The chief executive of Coca-Cola in Mexico is Vicente Fox, the man who went on to become president. Carter was a Coca-Cola president. Reagan was a Pepsi president. Nixon was Pepsi's lawyer before he went on to become president. Coca-Cola sponsored and financed George Bush's election campaign. There are actually missives between Pepsi and Nixon asking to destabilise the AND government. In each 12-ounce can of Coca-Cola, there is the equivalent of 12 sugar lumps. In America, the company sponsors the school and insisted that their advertising hoardings went in the boys' urinals in the schools at head height, so all the children could have bang total fucking advertising. The chief executive of the Monsanto subsidiary that invented aspartame, the active ingredient in Diet Coke, was a man you might know, Donald Rumsfeld. $1,500 black workers took the company to court on a charge of racial discrimination.
Go out and tell your neighbors not to buy Coca-Cola in Memphis.
They have an experimental vending machine where the price chip is linked to the thermometer, and the hotter it gets, the more the price goes up automatically, because that's supply and demand. Thousands of croppers have got no work. People are walking 7 kilometres just to get fresh water, but Coca-Cola's still coming out of the factory. In 1936, Coca-Cola sponsored the Berlin Olympics. 38, Coca-Cola were advertising in the Nazi army press. The world's resources are not the world's resources, they're theirs.
The paramilitaries of Magdalena Medio, the Black Eagles, call on the terrorist Coca-Cola trade unionists to stop bad-mouthing the Coca-Cola Corporation. If there is no response, we declare them military targets of the Black Eagles, and they will be dealt with as they prefer. Death, torture, cut into pieces. Coup de grace. No more protests.
8 trade unionists working for Coca-Cola bottlers have been assassinated by paramilitary death squads. They don't ask us to come out and get in the way. They don't ask us to take on the paramilitaries. They say this: please, if you want to help, don't buy Coca-Cola. It's the most reasonable request I think I've ever heard. Fuck, it's my turn to pick up the children. Shit! Alternative media is becoming the most important way of people finding out the truth, the most important way of finding out things that people don't want you to know, and the most important way for people to organise themselves, set their own agenda, and take a bit of control over their own lives, because the mainstream is shite.
Coca-Cola has the taste you never get tired of. Always refreshing. That's why things go better with Coke after Coke after Coke.